Hello friends, Ricky Chadda here. Today is the 1st of June. Tomorrow, 2nd of June. I have already made a video of Mars transiting where into the sign of Cancerian where it is debilitated. And in the same video, I even mentioned there is one more event I would like to share with you. Now tomorrow, there is a transit not of a sign but of a nakshatra, and the planet associated is Ketu, the south node. Ketu today is in the nakshatra of Jyeshtha, ruled by Mercury, which is going to take a transit into the nakshatra of Anuradha, which is ruled by Saturn. We need to understand what is this transit holding on for us, what is in store for us. But before that, I would want you to understand, or rather, let me explain you what is the signification of the planet, then the nakshatra, and the sign Scorpio itself, because this nakshatra falls into Scorpio. Now here, for your pedestal, Ketu always talks about isolation, separation, spiritual activities, mystical world, alien world. So we are talking about the world, other planets, other people. I hope you understand that. It is associated with dogs. So whenever we want to do any remedy to appease Ketu, we normally suggest you to feed the dogs. That would take care of Ketu. Intuition or intuitive powers in you is again ruled by this. Past life, whatever you enjoyed in your past life, whatever desire you have achieved in your past life, in this birth, it is always that Ketu is not, because it has enjoyed in the last incarnation, it will have a detachment in this birth. So, whichever house in the Lagna chart, D1 chart, Ketu is placed in your chart, all the matters associated with that house, you will have a detachment with that. For example, people found with the Ketu in the 7th house would always try to ignore or delay, or will not have much desire to get married. Or maybe whatever was the past experience, must be the past experience he enjoyed or had a very bad experience, so it does not want to repeat that. Right? Now, it is getting into the nakshatra of Anuradha, which is ruled by Saturn. Now, this particular nakshatra, what is the signification or the nature of the nakshatra? It is a heart's desire, very devoted towards someone or something, mystical side of your life. See, please understand, Anuradha nakshatra, Anuradha is a nakshatra of Radha Krishna. If you know the story of Radha Krishna, Radha was devoted towards Krishna. Whatever was the outcome, her devotion is something that she is still remembered for. So it's a very devoted nakshatra with a devoted Ketu in that. And Scorpio, as all the astrologers always like this nakshatra, because it is the nakshatra, it is the 8th house of the zodiac belt, natural default horoscope, and it talks about certain events in your life, good or bad. It talks about secrecy, investigation, spying. It talks about the dark world. It talks about occult science. It talks about research or deep research. It's all underground. It's the house of serving other people. It's a house of transformation. 180-degree paradigm shift is seen in this. Now, looking at this, the gist that I have given you, I shall talk a little bit more that if this nakshatra is changing tomorrow, what is going to be the outcome? But I shall not be able to talk about an individual, because for that you need to consult me. You need to check what is the position of Ketu in your natal chart. Similarly, what is the position of Saturn? Similarly, what is your dasha going on, antardasha, and other factors and the parameters has to be checked before you come to a conclusion. So whatever I am going to talk today is going to be more to do in a very generic way, and it is going to be on a mundane level rather than any individual. So let's continue and let's talk a little further on this. So friends, after seeing the position, after knowing the nature of Ketu as well as Anuradha Nakshatra and the sign Scorpio, let us go a little further and understand Anuradha Nakshatra once again. See, this is also a nakshatra which talks about being rebellious. Now, if you are devoted towards something, if anybody comes in between or you seem that it is causing a hurdle, you go rebellious. So this nakshatra also talks about a person getting rebellious for any reason. Now I'll give you an example of maybe a male or a female who is in love with someone and there is some objection possible, okay? So there could be a little retaliation, rebelliousness could be seen over here. Because you are so much devoted either to your love or to your career or towards something that you want to achieve, and there are some hurdles into it, so you will definitely fight it out. Now again, it's a very generic statement. I am not talking about any individual horoscope or any individual person. On the other hand, we have to even see that Ketu represents separation, split, breakups. Ketu is about getting involved into the relationship in a chart. Now, if Ketu is getting involved in, suppose for example, is the 5th house, is a house of affair, 7th house, marriage, 10th house, career, fine, 11th house, your elder brother or sister, 3rd house, younger sister or younger brother. These are the house signification. I see a split there. I see a separation there. That is why I told you I need to see a chart where Ketu is in the natal position and where it is going to go in the transit. Now you have to find out where is your 8th house, number 8 written, 8th sign and in which house. Now it is going to be like, you are started, if you don't actually get split up, okay, not physically, at least mentally you will get detached with that relationship, relative, friend, associate, anyone, either physically or mentally there would be a split or a separation. Both ways are possible. This will bring a tug of war because you want to get there, but something is pulling you back. There's a detachment which is pulling you back. The result is that you will start feeling separated you will feel, why am I losing my friends? Why am I losing my mate? Why am I losing, or I do not feel like going to work if it is in the 10th house? Now, as Ketu remains an illusion, possibility of cheating also is very high in relationship. Fine. In relationship matter, Anuradha, I'm talking about a nakshatra now, is connected with Radha and Krishna. It is a nakshatra of great devotion. It means that they can treat their partner as their god. The nakshatra is such that it starts treating that person or that thing that they are devoted to as God. This can also bring a love story which is quite rebellious in nature, like going against the caste, religion, tradition of society. At the same time, relationship life will have an extra instabilities and ups and downs. Now, this is all about we people. Now, how do you look in a mundane level? Try and understand. You will see some of the maybe politicians, bureaucrats, some people on a very coveted level, high level, lot of agitation, rebellious movement, people who are like, who are supposed to be devoted to something. If they do not perform well, okay, then either they will be thrown out, or the masses, the people are going to make sure that they don't remain in their chair. This is what Ketu can do in Anuradha Nakshatra. We have to understand it's a nakshatra of Saturn, and Saturn is in its own sign and in Shravan Nakshatra. Rahu is also in Rohini, again Moon. So Moon is coming into play, Saturn is coming into play, Rahu and Ketu axis is coming to play. This is what I see is going to be the scenario all over. Now we have to now, since we know that this is what is in store with us, we have to even understand what is the role of Saturn now over here. What will Saturn do? Ketu has come into the nakshatra. Now Saturn's position from Ketu is third position. The placement is important to guide Ketu in the right direction. Being Anuradha's Lord, Saturn or Ketu will be guided by Saturn. And you know what is Saturn? Saturn is all about karmas. So Saturn is going to tell Ketu, you have the ability to split. And if you have this ability to split, you are going to split the people who are not performing. That is going to be the outcome of this particular transit that's going to take place tomorrow. So, friends, this was all about the transit of Ketu on 2nd of June, that's tomorrow. And let us not take it in a very negative way. It is always positive. I have always been positive about even COVID-19. Positive in the sense that I have always see a reason that this virus is here for a reason. It has not come out of the blue. There are many positive outcome of this virus where we are back bounded with families back. So many changes have taken place. So many things we have learned. If you look at the positive side, it's always remember, whatever happens, any event, there's always a blessing in disguise. And we have to understand and be observant enough to extract this message from that event, that what the universe wants to tell us. What is the essence of that event happening in our life? Thank you so much for watching this video. Do like my video, share my video, click on the notification bell icon as well. And if you need my consultation, please, in my description box, I have my number. Connect with me. Thank you so much.